Okay, students, so about the paper uh, National Movement, Making of Indian Nation. We already discussed about Mahatma Gandhi ji, freedom struggle during the time of Mahatma Gandhi, and what are the methods Mahatma Gandhi used to fight against British Empire, Satyagraha, Ahimsa, mass movement, everything we discussed. So today let us discuss about non-cooperation movement. We know that the causes that led to non-cooperation movement is Gandhi movement, Rowlatt Act, then Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Many more causes are there. So regarding Khilafat movement, in the First World War, we know that there were two groups, Germany's group and Britain's group. And in the First World War, Turkey was defeated by British and Ottoman Empire was divided. So all the powers were taken away from Sultan of Turkey. Earlier, he was known as Khalifa. Khalifa means religious head of all Muslims. So Khalifa was considered as political as well as religious head of all Muslims. But when Turkey was defeated in the First World War, the victorious countries made Turkey a defeated nation, a defeated country, and all powers were taken away from the Sultan of Turkey. So Sultan of Turkey had no power, and his title Khalifa was also taken away. So Muslims all over the world thought that Khalifa's weakening position, Khalifa's power has gone, so that would weaken the position of Muslims all over the world. So they started protesting. So in India also its reflections has been seen. So Muslims of India started a powerful movement called Khilafat movement against the British, because after all British and France were all in the forefront of First World War. So here also India was ruled by Britain. So there was a movement against British to re-establish the power and privileges of Khalifa, the Sultan of Turkey. So the widespread movement all over the world by the Muslims. So in India also there were Muslims. So when they were planning to start a powerful movement against the British with the aim of re-establishing Khalifa's religious as well as political privileges, Khilafat movement became the part of national movement, and Gandhiji took the leadership. And Gandhiji wanted to unite both Hindus and Muslims in the name of national movement. So he gave a proclamation, or he announced the people to join hands with the Muslims for this common aim. So this movement was mainly led by Ali brothers Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, and they demanded returning Ottoman Empire to Khalifa, to give big territory to Khalifa, Arab lands, Arabia, Iraq, Syria, Palestine, to remain under Muslim rule. So they also observed 17th October 1919 as Khilafat Day. So Gandhiji saw in Khilafat movement an opportunity to unite Hindus and Muslims. So he promoted unity and said that Hindus would not remain aloof when their Muslim brothers are in need. So he he told all the Indian citizens, all the Indian people to join hands with the Muslims for this aim. So he was at that time Gandhiji was elected as president of All India Khilafat Conference and asked them to follow the policy of non-cooperation movement. So by 31st August 1930, Khilafat non-cooperation movement, Khilafat movement as part of non-cooperation movement was started by 31st August 1920. So people resigned from government jobs, they did not pay taxes, they did hartals, they boycotted foreign goods. So these are all the methods without any violence. People engaged in non-cooperation movement. So the people of India, they joined hands together, and Muslims and Hindus actively participated in the movement, and it became a popular movement. It spread to all over India, and However, the office of Khalifa was abolished in Turkey itself, and Turkey succeeded in securing its terms, and Khilafat movement withered away because of the suppressive, oppressive measures of British. So this was the measure adopted by British. It was very cruel also. So there was Khilafat movement thus suppressed by the British. So what are the main objective of Khilafat movement? That was to force the British government to change the attitude towards Turkey and to re-establish the powers and privileges of Khalifa, restore the Turkish Sultan. He was known as Khalifa, and that is why Khilafat movement. So to restore the power and privileges of Turkish ruler Sultan Khalifa. So a Khilafat committee was also formed, in which Ali brothers were there, Maulana Azad, Hakim Ajmal Khan, and Hasrat Mohani were the members. But Khilafat movement lost its importance when Mustafa Kemal Pasha, he was a dictator in Turkey, he came to power and he abolished Khalifa power and Khilafat power and made Turkey a secular country. It was no more a religious country. So Sultan's power was completely taken away when Mustafa Kemal Pasha came to power. So on June 1st, 1920, Khilafat committee at Allahabad elected Gandhiji as the leader, and non-cooperation movement, representative of people asked Mahatma Gandhi to lead the movement. So non-cooperation movement and Khilafat movement is closely related. Before going to Rowlatt Act, let us see non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement, you know that it was started with the aim of annulment of Rowlatt Act. And what is Rowlatt Act? Rowlatt Act is a law passed. See here, Rowlatt Act. It was a law passed by British colonial India in March 1919. So it was a law passed by British in 1919 March, and the act enacted during First World War in order to control public unrest and root out conspiracy. So this act, what is the danger of this act? This act authorized the British government to arrest anyone, to imprison anyone without trial, and any person suspected of terrorism. So any person, any suspicious person, or if we doubt any person, if we have a suspect on any person, police can arrest and imprison without any trial. So this act was implemented by British Judge Sir Sidney Rowlatt. He was the chairman of Rowlatt Commission. So Gandhiji opposed it. All Indians opposed these bills, and because even though it was passed, this was rejected, or it was strongly opposed by the Indian people. So the provision of act is again clear. They see it can arrest, according to Rowlatt Act, British government can arrest any person without warrant, and to keep in camera trail, that is questioning in seclusion, then restriction on individuals' movement, suspension of right of habeas corpus. So all these were curtailing the individual rights, right to freedom, right to life, everything was under threat because of this Rowlatt Act, and thus it was opposed by the Indians under the leadership of Gandhiji. So there was protest as a part of non-cooperation movement against Rowlatt Act. So non-cooperation movement, another aim is to annul Rowlatt Act, and because it was a wrong thing, so people under the leadership of Gandhiji, they led the political movement against this bill, and it was the first mass movement against Rowlatt Act. So the movement, non-cooperation movement against Rowlatt Act, was launched as per the resolution of Calcutta session, and it was ratified in Nagpur session in 1920. So the main emphasis of non-cooperation movement was boycott of schools, boycott of colleges, boycott of law courts, offices, and courts, etc., and also encouragement to Swadeshi movement, then continuation of boycott movement, then use of charka, etc. So the whole movement was called off on 11th February 1922 at Gandhiji's insistence following the news of killing of 22 Englishmen by the peasants at Chauri Chaura. So the Chauri Chaura incident that was happened in February 5th, 1922. So as a result, non-cooperation movement was stopped, and non-cooperation movement converted national movement into a mass movement, and it also strengthened Hindu-Muslim unity. So there were several events all over India, and non-cooperation movement was the first important step process of first freedom movement, and this movement was not only confined to all villages of India but also urban areas, and so government dealt this situation of non-cooperation movement with iron hand. So people were arrested, even common people, innocent people were arrested, and there was Congress sessions in Calcutta in 1920 and Nagpur 1921. They decided to continue non-cooperation movement under the leadership of Gandhiji, and there were several leaders in different parts of India. But unfortunately, on February 5th, Chauri Chaura incident happened. So because of Chauri Chaura incident, there was a clash between policemen and peasants were killed in Chauri Chaura in Gorakhpur in UP on February 5, 1922. So 22 policemen were killed, and as a result, and in retaliation, police also shooted several Indians, and they were also killed, and many were imprisoned and sentenced to jail. So because of this violent incident, Gandhiji called the people to stop the movement, and Chauri Chaura incident without because non-cooperation movement was at its height during the time of Chauri Chaura, but because of this violence, Gandhiji does not want to continue, and thus there was stopping of non-cooperation movement temporarily. Then you can see Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Jallianwala Bagh tragedy, I think you know about it more. It was happened in 1919. See, Rowlatt Act is the base of all these things. Rowlatt Act authorized the government to arrest anyone, to question anyone, to curtail his individual rights. So any person will be imprisoned without trial according to Rowlatt Act. So the act was passed during the period of Lord Chelmsford, and under the leadership of Rowlatt, Sir Sidney Rowlatt. He was the president of committee to make proposal for the act of 1990. So Gandhiji set up Rowlatt committees to protect this Rowlatt Act, and this act was considered as Black Act, and because when there was a gathering in Punjab, in Amritsar, on April 13, 1919, it was on a Baishakhi day. On that the festival day, the British officer General Dyer ordered his troops to shoot on the gathering. There was mass gathering, including children, women, men, elders, peasants, workers. So different sections of society were there, and they were all arrested. In the meanwhile, before arresting them, he ordered his troops to fire. So without any warning, he fired, and there was only one door was open, and all others doors were closed, and General Dyer's soldiers, they closed that door also. So people were not able to go out, and they were listening the speeches of Sir Saifuddin Kichlu and Dr. Satyapal, in that gathering at Amritsar, but they were shooted. So this was a tragic incident happened, and as a result it was a shocking news to whole India. People of different part of India were also came to the sport, and as a result several important personalities they expressed their objection towards this act of British government, and Rabindranath Tagore he renounced his award of knighthood in protest of this act. Then Michael O'Dyer, he was governor of Punjab province, he supported the incident. He said martial law was declared, and they continued their suppressive measures. Gandhiji renounced Kaisar-i-Hind. Kaisar-i-Hind was a medal given to Gandhiji for his work during Boer War, and so several personalities, even the common people to big leaders, they protested against this act, and there was Hunter committee was appointed to inquire into Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So Hunter commission report was described Gandhiji as a whitewash, and now we can